So it's morning time in Ballymun in Dublin, and we're at one of the largest recycling facilities in the city. It's a Dublin City Council owned facility and it's managed by Panda, and it is where a huge volume of the household waste and rubbish comes to be recycled from across the city.
Primarily this is for bulky goods, but also recyclates, for waste, everything that the householder has that can't fit in a conventional wheelie bin. A lot of mattresses, beds, furniture. Mostly customers are presented with this problem that they're tripping over the new or the old furniture, or this is broken and what do we do with it? So in the back of their mind they want to do the right thing. So you have to facilitate people to just get rid of that thing.
Yeah.
And it's up to us then to do the right thing with the stuff that is left with us.
And where does this stuff end up?
Great example is wood. So we're in the wood skip here. What we do with it is we take it into our depot in Fassaro in Bray, and then in a joint venture with another company, we process it, we separate it out from nails and from metals and all of that other stuff. So it's now end of waste, it's a raw material, and it goes back into making a packaging material in Cork, and that stuff is shipped all over the world.
How important is this in terms of managing waste in the city? Like, how important are recycling facilities like this?
Well, you know, we're all here about the move towards circular economy, and we all are aware of climate action and climate change. So recycling is one of the most basic positive forms of climate action anyone can take. I think most people that want to recycle do.
And in terms of the stuff that you see thrown away, is there anything that you see going into bins that you're going, oh no, don't throw that away, or like stuff that has real value that could be reused rather than recycled?
Well, there, you know, people like the Rediscovery Centre, which are based here in Ballymun. We work with them. We actually take water-based paints for them, and they then resell them to people who want to, you know, use recycled paints or whatever.
What brings you here today?
So we are hoping to move house quite soon, so we're doing a dung out before we put it on the market.
You're doing a what out?
A dung out.
What's that?
We're clearing out all of our cupboards, attic, everything like that. So we've lots and lots of stuff.
And is it important to bring it to somewhere like here, or would you not have been tempted to just put it in a skip or a bin or whatever and just discard it that way?
No, we'd rather put it here because some of the stuff we have may not be quite good enough for charity shops, but we'd hope that could be of use somewhere else.
So what kind of stuff have you found lying deep in your closets and your cupboards?
My husband likes to hoard boxes, so boxes of old electrical things, lots of stuff like that, wires, plugs, all kinds of electrical components. We've no idea what they were. Old t-shirts, toys, anything you can think of.
Okay, so what actually happens here? What's this ramp for?
So this is where our side loader offloads, so the street sweeping, the litter bins, illegal dumping, it's collected by our side loader vans, our transit vans that you'd see around the area. They'll come in here and they'll reverse up, offload, and then into the compactors. There's 2 compactors operational here.
Okay.
And we take between 24 and 26 tonne a day.
Tons?
Tons a day, yeah.
What motivates you to come here on a midweek morning?
Lots of reasons really. I don't believe in sending stuff to landfill if it can be recycled, reused or repurposed in some way. So I usually bring the stuff, or I'll recycle it at home.
Yeah.
So all my peelings go into my compost heap.
Okay.
All my eggshells.
Yeah.
So I'm ridiculous the amount of bins I have in the house.
So the big sign here tells me that we're in a Panda Regional Materials Recovery Facility. David, what does that mean?
We are in the material recovery facility, which is processing the contents of green bins. When we take the contents of recycling bins into our trucks, we bring them in here and we sort them into single stream materials, which are then sent on for onward recycling.
And how many green bins are we talking about?
It'd be about 440,000 homes within the Greater Dublin area, and then any commercial entities further afield as well.
How much recyclable material are we talking here?
So we're licensed by the EPA to accept in 100,000 tonnes a year. So we're the largest facility of our kind in the Republic of Ireland.
What's this guy doing here behind me?
This the loading shovel is taking the material from the pile on the background you see, which is tipped by the likes of your bin trucks or your walking floors, and pushing it onto the lines here, as you can see the material moving up into the plant.
the consumer should be putting clean, dry and loose packaging into the recycling bins.
Does it make a real difference?
It makes a huge difference. This is plastic that can be recycled. This is aluminium cans that can be recycled. This is steel. This is cardboard, paper. All of this whole plant behind you does its job to separate this into its individual components.
How much rubbish is this? Like how many days, weeks, months, years?
That's about 250 to 300 tons of material.
And how long would it take us to accumulate that?
That's less than a day's worth of material. So we'll process more than that today, so we'll need more like that tomorrow. What they're doing is they're sorting out the material. They're removing any of the large bits of film or large bits of cardboard from the line, which is then redistributed elsewhere within the plant for production.
And I can see, David, you were saying keeping stuff clean and separated. Like you can see here, they're emptying bin bags. That just adds to their workload if we don't do that.
Yeah, it does. The fundamental that we would always ask our customers is to put material in the recycling bin, clean, loose and dry packaging. So we want to see materials like your mayonnaise tubs, but we want to see them cleaned out first.
So Søren, what's happening here?
So essentially these are our optical sensors. So what we're trying to do here on this line is, this is our paper line, so anything that isn't paper is getting ejected over the back of the conveyor belt. There's another pass then directly below us that does the exact same thing, and then it's on to the two robotic arms in the fibre pre-store cabin.
Guys, this looks amazing. What's this robot arm doing?
So this robot arm is essentially segregating your Tetra Pak. So your Tetra Pak is anything, your small 1 litre milk cartons, orange juice cartons, anything like that. It's essentially picking that material for baling elsewhere within the plant.
So where are we now, David?
This is the bale storage shed. This is after we have separated the materials. Every one of those is about 500 kgs. So that's 500 kgs of aluminium that doesn't have to be mined. That's perfectly ready for recycling. You can see how clean it is. Over there, cardboard. Our online shopping has led to a big increase in cardboard. We're capturing the cardboard here and it's recycled. Again, you can't think of this as just a pile of rubbish. This is trees that don't have to be harvested. This is real environmental value. That if you look at aluminium, it's about 5 tons of CO2 produced raw aluminium or product aluminium, whereas this is 5 tons saved. Yeah. This is absolutely critical for the circular economy, for the environment, for a net zero future, to get as much out of the waste stream as we possibly can.